to pick any kind of fabric you want and cut it into a hexagon. Next, you will take a pin and mark each middle of every side. And then after you mark all the sides, fold it into 4 pieces so you can find where the middle of the whole piece of fabric is. Then whenever you have your piece of fabric picked out, you need a needle, some thread, and then something to keep the extra fabric out of the way. Cut your thread about 2 feet long and thread your needle. When you have your needle threaded, pull the thread so that both sides are even and tie a knot at the bottom. Then whenever you have your needle threaded, find your piece of fabric and find the hole on the back and stick the needle through the back. And make a couple stitches. Then once you've made a couple stitches, find one of your first marks that's in the middle and make sure it's close to the edge, but it has to go through both fabrics. Stick it through. Whenever you pull it the whole way down, then make a couple stitches with it like this. Whenever you're done stitching the first one, go on to the next one you've done. It doesn't matter which way, just go in a way and go in order. And then whenever you pull it down, make sure this middle part stays sticking up and it doesn't get sewn down with the rest of it. Then move on to your next mark. And once again, make sure that the flap is out of the way and doesn't get sewn down. And do the same thing for every mark you've made. Whenever you are done sewing all of the middle pieces into the center, this is what it should look like. And then whenever you have it looking like this, you can take 5 paper clips or whatever you want and close them up so they're out of the way, but leave one out. So whenever you're done paper clipping all of it, you should have one that's still out. And then you want to fold it down, so bring the point down to the middle, and then grab the point and bring it up towards the top again, or it looks sort of like a diamond. You want to push those pieces in, and then bring the middle down. So then, whenever it's there, it looks like a diamond, and then you just sew it into place. And then whenever you have your first rhombus done, you have to take off one of the paper clips and you move on to the next one and sew it down with a couple stitches and do all the rest the same. And then whenever you have done all the sides, it should have a flower pattern to it, I guess. And then if you want it to be puffy, it can be puffy. If not, you can use an iron or a flat iron to flatten it down some. And then pick out whatever ribbon you want to put on first. And then it needs buttons. Now all you need to finish up the ornament is you need to cut a piece of ribbon. And you need to sew the button on. So with the ribbon, we'll fold it in half. Take the needle. You want to put it in the middle, so then the button will cover up the rest. So that's why you want to put the ribbon on first.
That's what Christmas is all about.
Put it in and make a couple stitches so it will stay in place. And whenever you made a couple stitches, take your button And the button makes it look nicer, and it also covers up the mistakes. And then whenever you're done putting the button on, you gotta take the string and knot it in the back. I usually knot it a couple times so I know it stays put. And then you cut off all the extra string in the back. And then if you want, you can tuck your piece of ribbon behind the petals. And there you go. You have a Christmas ornament.
So today I'm going to be showing you how to make a DIY snow globe. The materials you need for this is listed in the next clip. So the first thing you want to do is glue the item onto the lid, and you can use any kind of glue. I use Gorilla Glue, but you can also use hot glue for this. You then want to add distilled water to your jar. You can put in as much as you like. I just put in as much as I thought wouldn't overflow. You then add glitter, and you can add as much as you like. Now you just kind of want to glue the lid on so it doesn't leak or anything. So that's what I'm doing here, just going around the rim of the lid and putting glue on it. Then after that, you want to put the lid on. Then after I put on the lid, I kind of pushed down on it and made sure the lid was on tight enough so it wouldn't leak. I then screwed on the other lid, and here's the final result, and I think it turned out really good. I hope you try this and enjoy.